You know, this is one of our most transformational DIY home improvement projects we've ever done. And of course, we're going to share it with you in this video so that you can DIY too.
Home improvement
with love.
We want to thank our entire DIY PC family and those of you who are watching for the very first time.
This DIY project took our dull, beige fiberglass tub to bright and spa-like as part of our small bathroom makeover.
Today, we are going to repair our tub with a little patch before we paint it.
Yep, we're going to use this tub and shower repair kit.
And we're going to follow the directions to see if you can really do it yourself.
Step 1. Clean the fiberglass. We cleaned the tub surface several times and made sure it had no dirt or grime. This was our first time using this tub and shower repair kit. When we opened the repair kit, we saw that it had 6 items that would help us to complete our project. We tore open the alcohol prep pad and used it to wipe away oils that were on the cracked surface area. It was a previous pipe repair from a blowtorch that damaged our tub.
Step 2. Stir gel paste. We used the stick to stir the gel paste to prepare for mixing with the hardener. Then we used a piece of cardboard for our mixing palette.
Step 3. Mix with hardener. To open the liquid hardener, a small hole was made with a hairpin. Then we applied 4 to 6 drops and mixed it with the gel paste.
Step 4. Apply compound. We spread the compound putty over the damaged area with the included mixing stick. However, we realized a plastic spreader may have worked better to smooth out the putty lines.
Step 5. Use 400 grit. 400 grit sandpaper is considered a very fine sandpaper. We dipped it in water to help smooth out the lines. Then we pulled out our mouse sander with 120 grit because the compound hardened quickly. The sander helped to smooth it out even more, but we had to be gentle with it.
Step 6. Sand with 600 grit. We thought this would polish and blend the fiberglass with the repair compound.
It didn't, so for step 7, polish the area, we used our mouse sander again and the results were great. The fiberglass was smooth despite the color difference.
We also noticed small holes in the bottom of the tub and little cracks and scratches on the edge that needed to be repaired. To us, this product is better suited for smaller repairs like these.
Seeing where we started to how it now looks after using the tub and shower repair kit is nice, especially after feeling how smooth it is. But we really want our tub to look like this inspirational pic we took. New tubs have a shine that make you feel like you're in a spa.
So we went looking for a fiberglass paint product that wouldn't chip or scratch over time. We researched every refinishing kit on the market, and then we had an idea. Check out the video link in the description to see what we used. We taped off areas of the tub and made sure it was super clean from all that sanding. The repair went so well for us, we were excited to see what painting the tub a bright white would look like. Repairing and painting our fiberglass tub was much cheaper than replacing it.
Now our old tub looks just as nice as the inspiration picture. So DIY family, we were able to use the repair kit, and we were pleased with the results. It really helped to give the surface of our tub a nice smooth finish. Here are the pros and cons we experienced while using the tub and shower repair kit.
And then we're going to add a new, what's this called?
It's a shower head. We're just going to have a dual shower head for our children.
We have to do this before we paint. It's suggested that you do the hardware first and then tape it up because you'll need so much time for the tub to cure and you don't want to accidentally drop something on it or scrape it or anything. So,
and the reason she's saying that is because we're actually going to repaint the fiberglass.
So you'll see that.
Make sure you stay to the end to see the pros and cons of using marine paint. We have already cleaned the tub and installed our new fixtures.
We also tied bags around the fixtures and taped them off to prevent water from leaking.
Next, we scraped and sanded off residue from soap scum, paint, caulk, and any other buildup on the surround surface. It's always a good idea to wear personal protective equipment when sanding fiberglass.
Prepping the surface is extremely critical for good adhesion. Without sanding, the primer and paint won't stick to the fiberglass.
I was really surprised at how long it took for this important step of the refinishing process.
Because we were doing a total bathroom renovation at the same time, we used the cordless vacuum to clean the initial drywall and fiberglass dust particles.
It was almost like you were detailing a car. You can find links for this DIY in the description below. Then we had to clean the tub 2 more times with a heavy-duty TSP cleaner to thoroughly remove any oils and remaining residue. Cleaning the entire tub and shower surround gave us a sense of its design features and how much area we would need to prime.
We also noticed several spots where the fiberglass chipped, as well as discoloration that happened over the years. Our tub was definitely overdue for a makeover.
Yes, we wanted it to look like the new shiny fiberglass tub that inspired us at our local home improvement store.
Okay, so this is what we were going to use, this tub, sink, and tile refinishing kit, and it had great reviews, but our tub is a whole fiberglass tub surround. It's not just a ceramic or porcelain tub on the bottom with the tile on the top. So that's why we're going to try the marine boat paint. So we found the marine paint that I was talking about. Look, it tells you about what you can do. So we don't have a boat, but we have a bathtub that's fiberglass. Look, they have it in different colors, red, green, white. Oh, that's the primer.
Now the real DIY begins. We picked up a respirator to protect us from the very strong fumes.
One thing we noticed was that the primer was very thick and hard to stir.
Yeah, I could feel the thick texture. I had to keep stirring it until it had a smooth consistency and the color turned from beige to white.
I wanted to practice using the foam roller with this product, so I tested out a small section in the corner to see how the primer would adhere to the fiberglass. It was smooth and easy to apply. Once we got the hang of it, we started from the top right of the shower and worked towards our left. Then we moved down to the inside of the tub and worked towards the outside of the tub.
The fumes were so strong, we stopped recording so that we could quickly finish the primer coat.
We then touched up a few spots using one of our favorite little brushes. We allowed the primer coat to cure for at least 2 days.
Now it was time for the top coat. One thing we liked about these two products was that we only needed to give it a good stir. There was no mixing with an activator or anything like that, so we could easily seal up the can and save it for later.
The first thing we noticed was the lighter consistency of this top coat paint. At first, we created a lot of streaks, so we had to remember to keep the roller wet with paint. Tiny bubbles were created when we applied it with the foam roller.
But the bubbles disappeared as it dried, and we could see how the paint and primer were reacting together.
We rolled on the top coat with smooth vertical strokes. We used a brush for the curves and flat edges of the tub.
After we let the top coat cure for at least 5 days, we were excited to see its shiny and reflective finish on our fiberglass tub.
I loved how this product covered up our repair areas and gave it a fresh new look for our small bathroom makeover.
We double-checked that the top coat was completely cured before adding the waterproof molding.
Our journey to refinish our bathtub and shower fiberglass around was definitely worth it.
We feel like we have a new spa. This DIY made our bathtub better than before.
Here are some pros and cons to using marine paint.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're Darius and Akila Grant of DIY Power Couple.
And in today's video, we are going to do the update to our tub refinishing project with the marine paint.
We just want to thank you for all the great questions and the comments.
We enjoy when you engage with us, and we try to answer all the questions so that you can DIY too. One question we get a lot is, how is the tub holding up? So we posted this video about 6 months ago in August 2021.
But we actually did the work about 2 years ago.
So when you see the tub today, this tub has lasted before COVID began. We did the work because we had the pipe leak. We had to redo the small bathroom. We had a lot of things going on. So it took us that long to actually post the video. And what you're going to see today is how this tub, this fiberglass tub, is held up with the marine primer and top coat. After 2 years, it's still holding up pretty well. So for that,
That's pretty
I guess
good.
we give it two
thumbs
thumbs up.
And we're giving it 2 thumbs up because there's no chipping, no scratches, there's nothing,
Bubbling.
no bubbling. I mean, it looks great after 2 years.
And we put it to the test. The kids were using it. If you saw the condition of our fiberglass with the spots it had, the damage, you know how fiberglass can sometimes be smooth and then just different textures, it made it look so nice and feel good. For the most part, the tub, the integrity of the tub and the material has held up so well. As far as the coloring, we do feel like there was some fading. So it's not the bright white that we had originally. I think what we'll do in probably a few months is just add the top coat. So maybe just a gentle sanding and washing it down and doing another coat of the bright white would just refresh it right back up. So I want to let you guys know this was not sponsored. We tried this ourselves. I wanted to ask, do you or would you recommend the marine paint to other DIYers who want to refinish their fiberglass tub surround?
Well, yeah, I definitely would, because if you have a fiberglass tub, this is so transformative, it just will blow your mind. If you have a dark tub and you want to change it to white, it really just makes it look brand new.
It does, and you can see in the pictures for the results, they're amazing. So for us, it was great to do a bathroom makeover with.
So the first thing we had to do was find out what type of tub did we have. And we found out that this was a fiberglass tub and not acrylic when the plumber came in and he confirmed that it was actually fiberglass.
They had to cut a wall on the back side of our tub to see the plumbing and see where maybe the cause of the leak was, and to confirm that it was fiberglass. Another question we get is, what made you guys think of using marine paint for a fiberglass tub?
That's when we thought, there's boats made out of fiberglass. So then we thought about the fact that boats are in water, boats get painted, and boats are made out of fiberglass.
So we were like, what do they use to paint
the boats? So the next thing we had to do was figure out what type of product we're going to use to refinish our fiberglass tub.
So when we looked up some of the refinishing kits, we noticed
some of the people who are using the kits were having chipping, and they were having a little bit of issues with those kits
on fiberglass tubs.
So we looked to see where we could find some marine paint, and we found out that Lowe's actually sold the marine paint, but it wasn't close to us. The Lowe's near us didn't have it. You had to go to a Lowe's that was near the water, or at least we did. So wherever there's boats and people who have the water life, that's where you can find some marine paint. And we also have it on Amazon.
Yes, and so we'll put the links below. We're actually really DIYing this, where we're using a product for something else and trying it on a refinishing kind of project.
And when we tried it, we wanted to do it right, so we bought the primer as well as the paint. Because our tub was a cream color, or what color would you say?
Like beige.
It's like a
almost
beige,
brown beige.
A brown beige. And so we wanted to make sure that that became white.
We know from the projects before that if you want to go from a dark to a light hue, it's really good to prime the surface first. What we didn't know is that this primer
was very strong.
It was serious. This
is a professional chemical.
And it's mostly used outside.
Yes.
Outside on boats. So you have to be very, very, very careful when using this primer and this product inside your home.
Probably the strongest primer and chemical that we have ever used in our DIY projects.
That part is why we wouldn't make it, or wouldn't call it an easy DIY project.
Yeah. So if you have young kids or pets, this might be a great project to do if they're away at their grandparents' house or away at, a friend's home.
Just away.
Yeah, away.
Far away, so that they don't smell it.
That's why, if you look at us in the video, we used the mask. The mask helped to keep the strong odor from being overwhelming to us.
We stopped recording so that we could put the primer on as quickly.
Get out of this room.
Yeah, as quickly as possible. Another question we get is, how many coats did we use? Once we put the primer on, we waited at least 2 days so that it could cure. And we researched that curing is a very important part of these products that have to adhere to fiberglass.
The next thing we did was apply the top coat.
So we applied one layer, let it dry for 24 hours, and then applied another layer. So for us, the total was almost a week. And we were doing this while we were doing other renovations in the house.
We let it cure for 5 days.
5 whole days.
Yeah.
I think you have to do it for 3, but
we wanted to make sure that it was dry and totally ready for use.
Yeah, especially because we were indoors and it wasn't exposed, our bathroom wasn't exposed to maybe the more drying properties of being outdoor in the wind. I think we're up to a whole week it took for us to do this DIY. So another question is, did we sand in between our top coats? And no, we didn't do any sanding except in the beginning for our prep.
So the next question we had was, what type of coating did you have? And we used the gloss white Rust-Oleum topside paint for this project.
Right.
So another question was about how much does it cost?
So you're looking at, for the product itself, it's under $50. And then you just add in, if you need, what, sanding paper,
Brushes.
the TSP cleaner, or whatever cleaner you're using. So
foam,
I mean,
foam brushes is what we
easily
use.
under $100 you can refinish your tub. For our tub surround, we only needed 1 can of primer and 1 can of top coat paint.
1 can goes a long way.
Another question is, would this product work on other type of tubs and other type of materials?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna say no, because it is made for fiberglass, and
Specifically
I
for
would,
fiberglass.
I don't know what it would do with porcelain or ceramic, or even how it would react to it.
I use fiberglass for fiberglass.
That's all we know.
Hey guys, one thing I want to do is give you a tip with any refinishing product that you use, and that is to make sure that you prep your surface. You want to make sure that you sand, you clean, and you wipe everything down to make sure that you have a good adhesion for the paint. If you're choosing to sand your fiberglass, please make sure that you use a mask. Fiberglass is very toxic when it comes to your lungs, so
Yes.
you want to be safe while when you're sanding your fiberglass.
Yes. So guys, I hope you enjoyed our update of our fiberglass tub surround.
You know, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it for us.
Yes, it definitely was. This is a quick video to show you how we clean our fiberglass tub. And then we answer the question, how do fingernails affect the top coat? So let's get into it. So another question that people ask in the comments is, what do you use to clean the fiberglass tub now that you've put the marine paint on it? And so at first I was using this method, all-purpose cleaner in pink grapefruit, and literally I can't find any more. So during COVID and these last couple of months, we have been just using Lysol because it kills bacteria. It's a harsher cleaner, but that's what we've kind of been using, and the tub has been doing well with it. So I'll show you how I clean it and what it looks like.
All you really need is a non-scratch sponge and a cleaning toothbrush. At the end, I'll show you what we use the microfiber cloth for. I like to spray a little cleaner first and then use a wet sponge. I actually prefer the Method all-purpose cleaner because it's plant-based and biodegradable, and it cleans just as well as the Lysol with a nice smell. However, either one works well for this fiberglass tub. My cleaning method may be a little bit different. I clean in little small sections and start with the back of the tub first. This may be because my bathroom is not well ventilated, so I like to use the cleaner and then rinse it off, and then I can tell like any spots that I've missed. I kind of clean the visible spots of dirt first, and then I kind of go back and go over the whole tub. I guess you could call this a casual cleaning method. I mostly use the soft side of the sponge and only turn it over if I need a little extra scrubbing power.
I actually think that cleaning this with the cleaner, cleaning the fiberglass with the topside paint is making it easier for dirt and soap scum to come off.
Is this just our experience? Let me know in the comments. Has it been easier for you to clean your tub now that it's been refinished or painted? For us, it's been a noticeable difference. We have not needed to use abrasive cleaners or rough bristles to really get our tub nice and clean.
Let's see how it handles the soap scum over here. We'll kind of go all around here. Work our way down.
Now I move to the front of the tub, and this is where I'll use my cleaning toothbrush to get into all the crevices.
I'm gonna get around here with the toothbrush, trying to get the grime out. This is where we did the patch. If you guys remember, remember in the video where the fiberglass was damaged, and it still looks good. It's holding up very well. So we are happy about that.
And just like in our tub refresh video, for our chrome and metal bath fixtures, we love using this car product with our microfiber cloth. This helps us smooth and polish the finish. Doesn't that look so much better? And I'll leave links to the products in the description. And then I do a final rinse and a wipe down of the entire tub and shower surround.
For the most part, the integrity of the tub and the material has held up so well. As far as the coloring, we do feel like there was some fading. So it's not the bright white that we had originally. I think what we'll do in probably a few months is just add another coat of the bright white. We just refresh it right back up. An interesting question was, will it peel with fingernails? Now, I don't have like a lot of fingernails, but we'll try it.
Yeah.
So after 2 years,
I have a little bit.
I'm scraping it, and there.
Look at that.
The texture is. It's nice. I don't know what that stuff is made out of.
Yeah.
The primer and top coat, but it works well with fiberglass.
Hi, we're Darius and Ocular Grant.
And if you're new to this channel, welcome.
In this video, we're going to share with you how we painted our tile and refreshed our tub area as a part of our bathroom makeover.
So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, subscribe to our channel, and remember, you can DIY too.
So this DIY project started because we noticed that the caulk was cracking because of the separation between the tile and the tub.
Yeah, we wanted to see if there was a budget-friendly way to fix this problem.
We removed the caulk and noticed that there were shims placed in the gaps.
It seemed like the gap was getting bigger the more caulk we pulled off.
We tried using insulating foam sealant to fill in the gaps, but I didn't know that it would come out of the cracks.
This is when we really noticed that the left side of our tub area had a much bigger gap than the right side. Once we scraped off the excess insulation, it was time to sand and clean the tile to get ready for paint.
So now we had to figure out a way to solve the gap problem because we didn't plan to replace the tile.
Our first solution was to add tile trim.
Yeah, but the cost of the ceramic trim didn't meet our DIY budget. Then we remembered the waterproof trim we used on the bathroom floor.
For the amount of trim you can get at this price, we had to try it.
So we picked up some power grab and headed back to the tub. We had to apply a lot of pressure to allow the glue to set against the trim, but afterwards we were impressed with the results.
We went with a few products we already had on hand. First, we used the bonding primer on the tile and the trim. We made sure to paint in between the tiles.
This is a shot of how the bonding primer dried.
Now we used white marine topside paint. This gave it a more glossy finish.
This paint is very thick and has a strong odor. We had to use a mask, a brush, and a roller to apply it. We liked the shiny finish of the marine paint. We let it cure for a couple of days.
At first, we were going to paint all the tiles white, but then we decided to paint the smaller accent tiles the same color as our wall.
This enamel paint gets darker as it dries. Once the paint dried and we removed the painter's tape, we needed to touch up several spots. We tried to use sandpaper to sand down some of the glob, but we found out that using the paint itself to touch up was easier.
With all the products we had on hand, this DIY project turned out to be super budget friendly.
We liked this DIY because it wasn't a makeover, it was a refresh of our bathroom tub area. Hi, we're Darius and Akla Grant of DIY Power Couple.
And in this video, you'll see how we replaced our tub handle as part of our Tub Refresh home improvement DIY project.
We'll also share with you the products we used to update our old fixtures.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, you can DIY too.
Replacing the handle was the last step in our 4-step tub refresh. We have linked all the videos of steps 1 through 3 in the description.
The acrylic knob handle is a common fixture in many homes. We wanted to update the one in our garden bathtub to give it a contemporary look.
We looked for an alternative to buying a complete trim kit since we only needed a handle. We found a replacement part from the same manufacturer.
We learned that we should update our bathroom plumbing fixtures with either universal parts or manufacturer parts that are compatible with the existing one. This way ensures that replacing them will be easier. It was pretty easy to pop the cap off the knob.
Then we used a Phillips screwdriver to remove the screw. For this quick project, we didn't turn our main water off.
We removed the plastic part because it didn't fit with the handle. Because this was my first time installing a tub handle, I had to learn how the two pieces would fit. I thought about an option that would clean the chrome on the faceplate, so I used a car product that removes marks off your bumper. We wanted to show you the process of how it removed the oxidized buildup and restored a shine to the faceplate. Wow, look at that, it's a whole different look.
The small set screw and Allen wrench that came in the package helped to hold the handle in place.
It was nice that we were able to restore the chrome plate instead of replacing it. We already painted the tile and caulked around it, so this car polish saved us time and money.
We figured out how to install the lever handle correctly and then tightened the set screw.
After the handle was installed, we turned on the water to test how our new tub handle and pop-up stopper worked.
I was so amazed at how you shined up our chrome and made it look better than before. It was like we made our own new trim kit. You actually had a lot of fun with this DIY.
These are some of the products and tools that helped us achieve our tub refresh DIY. This budget-friendly DIY worked great for us. It could also work well for those with older homes, rental property owners, and those who like fixer-uppers. In this video, you'll see how we replaced our old lift and turn stopper with a new pop-up stopper. We purchased a tub drain wrench, and you'll see some of the challenges we overcame when replacing the drain flange. We'll also share how we changed the 2-hole overflow plate into a 1-hole overflow plate.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, you can DIY too. The down position.
What the heck?
Our pliers just broke.
Okay, take 2. That's disgusting. Nice. Okay. There. We have it down.
It's in there, babe.
Show the hole. Yeah.
Get into a spot where I can. It's in an awkward place. It's worse with this thing. Take this off.
Yay!
Just tested it.
So we're gonna place it with this one. And where's that little part that goes? And if you'd like to see more videos like these, please subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to turn on that notification bell. DIY Power Couple YouTube channel is your source to help you unleash your inner DIY power.
I want to remind you guys to follow us on social media. Make sure you are subscribed. We have a lot of home improvement ideas for you, and I'll see you in the next video.